This is my new book. It's called Sinking Deeper. Probably in this glaring light, all you're going to see is a flashing cover. But that's Sinking Deeper. Just wrote it, just came out in April. And it's a story, it's a novel that basically begins with a jailbreak, rolls into an impromptu caber toss, and winds up with a dory sinking that leads to the plot. And I'd like to beg your indulgence and read just a couple of pages from the first chapter. It's called Alarm Clocks Come in All Shapes and Sizes. My first jailbreak began when a coarse-toothed mechanic's file crashed through the window of the Deeper Harbor police station at 2 in the morning. The file bounced 3 or 4 times before clattering to a halt amongst a scatter of shattered glass. The file spun a little, came to a rest like a compass needle pointing somewhere far off the edge of the map. Looking back from right here and right now, I believe I'd like to start this story right then, 3 days after I had just turned 14, spending my birthday in jail. My name is Roland Diefenbaker McTavish. I don't really know what Dad was thinking when he gave me that middle name Diefenbaker, but I bet you he was giggling when he did it. That's just how it goes when you're a kid, doesn't it? You really don't have much say in what happens to you, and your parents usually laugh at you if you think you do. As for the file flying through the window, well, I guess it was just time to wake up. Psst, a voice whispered from outside the broken window. I shook the pillow feathers from out of my ear holes and scooged the sleep sand out of my eyeballs and with the sides of my fists. Psst. What was that noise? Psst. Either my ears had just sprung a long, slow leak, or I was about to get broken out of jail by the world's largest boa constrictor. Psst. If you're trying to whistle, take the soda crackers out of your mouth, I suggested, because all of this hissing is beginning to royally hiss me off. Roland, it's me, Dulcie whispered. I knew it was her. Who else was going to wake me up from a sound sleep to break me out of my jail cell if it wasn't Dulcie Jane Boudreaux? Are you awake? Dulcie asked. I am now. I swung my feet off the cot. The rest of me followed. I was wearing a pair of jeans that stank and stood up with me as if I'd been wearing them for 3 days straight, which I had. Dad wasn't that big on doing laundry. Hurry up, Dulcie said. I don't want your dad to catch us. Dad's on patrol, I said, which meant he'd gone down the street and opened the back door to Nora's Diner to make himself a deep-fried grilled cheese sandwich, his favorite midnight snack. Dad had eaten a lot of sandwiches in the 2 years since he and Mom had decided that getting almost divorced was the best way to stay sort of friendly. He won't be back for a while. It wasn't exactly what you call a criminal element here in Deeper Harbor. In fact, the last big crime wave had involved a dropped potato chip bag, an unlicensed Labrador retriever, and somebody spitting bubblegum on the sidewalk. Do you have to break the window? I asked. Wasn't my idea, Dulcie said. Blame your granddad. Dulcie didn't need to be afraid of what Dad would do with the broken window. That was strictly my problem. Even if I had a videotape of Dulcie flinging that file through the window, along with her fingerprints and enough DNA to spell the word "and" about 10,000 times or so, I'd still wind up being blamed. That's just how things roll down here in Deeper Harbor.